Yo, what's up guys, it's Tat, and welcome on, and this is going to be the developer update for January 2025. I have already read this. Let me tell you, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Freddy is back. He is back, and there is even an add-on that lets you play as the old Freddy from ages past, which is pretty awesome. Freddy is getting a massive rework. Let's dive right into it. So, the Nightmare. Freddy Krueger himself is one of horror's most iconic slashers. While he has proven himself to be a formidable foe for newer players, he's begun to feel a little left behind in Dead by Daylight's current landscape. Yeah, he's easy as fuck to play against if you have any amount of hours in the game, unless you're brand new. He's basically just clown but worse. Very, very easily a D tier killer. They've added the ability to swap between snares and pallets. Sort of like clown, you just press the button, you have a different power. Here's some changes. These are massive changes. Dream snares are now projectiles. They are not a place and kind of do it ahead of time. Survivors running the shack, you can now actually fire your dream snare at them. It moves at 12 meters per second and has a cooldown of 5 seconds. And they can go through walls and upstairs, but not off ledges. Dream snares now have unique interactions with survivors, whether they are asleep or awake. So before, if you had a dream snare on the ground and a survivor ran through it, if they weren't asleep, it literally did nothing. You had a power that did nothing. So now, sleeping survivors will be hindered for 4 seconds, while awake survivors will gain 30 seconds on their sleep meter, so they fall asleep faster. So if you keep shooting these projectiles at them and they're not asleep, you can make them asleep. Sort of like the old Freddy, where you can pull people into the dream world and wait 7 seconds. You just keep repeatedly shooting dream snares at them, then they fall asleep. Now you can use more of your abilities to greater reduce the chase time. Dream pallets can be triggered to explode in a geyser of blood. The explosion occurs 1.5 seconds after activation with a 3-meter radius. When a sleeping survivor is hit, they become injured. When an awake survivor is hit, they gain 60 seconds on their sleep timer. So from what I understand is survivors running towards a loop that you've put a dream pallet at, you can preemptively know this and then trigger the pallet to literally just explode. And if it hits the survivor, they become injured. I don't think it will down them. That would be a little crazy, but I think it just makes them injured. Sort of like how when Legion hits you, it just makes you injured. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on here. So they're adding skill to Freddy. All of these changes seem like they're just trying to give him a skill ceiling, raising the skill floor, give him some more depth to his gameplay, which is awesome. The Nightmare can now teleport to completed, blocked, and endgame generators. Just like the Hellmaster, if there's a generator that's been repaired, you can just, you just teleport to it. And dream projection can now be triggered on a healing survivor. So you can teleport to people who are asleep and healing in the dream world. You will teleport within 12 meters of them, and they'll be shown on Killer Instinct. Awesome. The teleport cooldown has been decreased from 45 seconds to 30 seconds, so it recharges faster as well, but can no longer be canceled. Previously, Freddy could just he could sort of edge a generator where you could teleport, and right before you would be done the channeling the action, you just let go, and so that could cause survivors to run away preemptively, and then you could actually teleport again. It was a great way to check for dead man switch and stuff. Very worthy trade-off here, just to have a faster power recharge, even if it can't be canceled. Really, really awesome stuff. New in the dream world, healing survivors will be revealed by Killer Instinct for as long as they're healing, lingering for 3 seconds once they stop, allowing the Nightmare to teleport to them. So you really, really, really do not want to be healing other survivors or yourself when you are asleep, because Freddy will come to you. He will teleport to you and he will beat your ass. So you gotta wake up. What better way to wake up than using any alarm clock to wake up? It's very easy to wake up. Takes no time. Just run to a nearby alarm clock, wake yourself up, puts that alarm clock on cooldown for 4 or 5 seconds so no other person can use it. Works like EMPs or like the VecNet chests that you find around the map. Very, very awesome stuff. They have also reworked his add-ons. They've done a full pass on all of his add-ons. They've only shared a couple of them here with us, but this is one right here that makes me really happy. Reveals the aura of survivors in the dream world when they are further than 32 meters away. This is literally old Freddy. If you didn't know, when Freddy came out, if you put someone to sleep, you would see their aura all the time as long as they were outside of your terror radius. This is that. This is literally old Freddy. It has a small penalty attached to it, so they take longer to fall asleep, but you see their aura indefinitely. So if someone isn't wanting to wake up, you have eyes on them all the time. Really awesome. Black box. I believe this got nerfed? Question mark. Exit gates are blocked for sleeping survivors for 15 seconds when they are opened. Yeah, I think this is just a hard nerf for exit gates endgame build. The old one worked regardless of time, but I think this is sort of like trying to counteract 99ing the exit gates. So might have some use, might not be too useful. We'll see. Swing chains, one of the most notoriously terrible add-ons in the game. It just made footstep audio louder. Now it has the effect that after using dream projection, all vaults within 16 meters of the area you teleported to, it can't just be a gen now, it can be a survivor, it can be a generator. All vaults within 16 meters are blocked for 6 seconds. So this is actually kind of poggers. Yeah, Freddy Rework is looking awesome. It's looking very juicy. He looks a lot better than he was before, with some aspects of his old kit as well. So that is very, very much appreciated. The realm repeat prevention has been added. So this is replacing the map repeat prevention. So now you can't get auto haven maps twice in a row. Now you can get cold one maps twice in a row, etc., etc. Instead of it just being like one specific map in the entire realm, it's the entire realm itself that just gets blocked. So if you've played on, let's see, any of the Borgo maps, someone's played on Macmillan, someone else has played on Autohaven or Coldwood, you're not going to get any of those maps when you queue up into this game. This is not going to work if you have a map offering. Map offerings trump the system. So if you want to go to Autohaven every game, because why wouldn't you? The map is really, really fair and balanced. It's great for gameplay. I'm sure some salty killer main is going to be like, well, actually, no, Autohaven's good. It's a skill issue. Yeah, map offerings will override the system. Deep wound update. This is a nothing burger. It's really sad, to be honest. I was hoping for so much more. They have the opportunity to do something cool here, and they just dropped the ball. They basically just moved the UI. So now the deep wound bar is down here. The screen doesn't get darker, and it's less bloody. There you go. That's the deep wound update. We've waited 6 years for this. That's what they did. The update is they moved a bar. Yeah, that sucks. Free character trials. Now this is a way to try out new killers and stuff for free. Survivors, etc. If there's an event queue and there's like a challenge or something that needs you to like use a specific thing, you can do that. You can queue up in the queue, exclusively the event queue, and then use the new characters that you don't have. So that's kind of fucking poggers, man. That's kind of awesome for people who don't have all the DLCs and don't have infinite money. It's a great system. Dead by Daylight used to have sort of a system like this back in the day. It was the Splinter offerings. You could use Splinter offerings on select killers. They didn't make them for every killer that released, but they made them for a lot of killers, and it was an offering, was an ultra rare offering that if you use the offering, you would spawn in as that killer in your next game with no perks or add-ons. So this is sort of that again, but now you have a build. You can actually use builds and stuff, which is awesome. They do state, where is it? Yeah, only select killers or characters will be available. but they're accessible to everyone. And I saw something very quickly about the blood web. With restricted access to the blood web. Yeah, so it is restricted blood web, but I'm assuming you can still get perks and stuff. You probably can't get everything though, just very bare bones stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. It is way better than the old Splinter system. It's a great way for people to try out new stuff. So yeah, that's the update. Really happy with it. Other than Deep Wound, I think this is a solid patch. Freddy is getting a massive rework. He's going to jump up like 2 or 3 tiers. He's literally one of the worst killers in the game. So him getting a major glow up like this is much appreciated. It's really awesome stuff. So yeah, that's it. That's the video, guys. See ya.